Hello and welcome to my channel Franco Quest, a journey into the French language. Are you feeling lost on your French journey? I was too, and I get it. I'm Faiza and I built my lessons from that same feeling. Let me simplify it for you. See the real progress? Fast. Let's go. In this lesson, we'll be covering the French numbers from 0 to 20. Before that, let's have a look at the course content for the French beginner that I plan to upload on my channel. Your one-stop stop for complete French A1 course. One more reason to subscribe to my channel. And we are doing the numbers today. Perhaps you can take a screenshot or pause the video to have a look at the course contents thoroughly. Here is what we are covering in the lesson today. Numbers from 0 to 20, practicing the numbers, exercises to improve what we learned, and last but not least, mental math in French. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me give you some tips about the pronunciation so it will help you memorize the French numbers easily. 0 in French is zéro, zéro. If you notice the letter R, the sound of letter R comes from the throat. Imagine a soft gargle. Zéro, zéro. Okay? 1 in French is un, un. Notice the sound of N is nasal. Your tongue is not touching the palate when you say un. It is coming from the nose. Normally in English, when you have U and N word, you will say un, un. When you say un, your tongue is touching your palate. But in French, you keep the N nasal, okay? And it doesn't touch your palate. That's how it sounds. Un, un. 2 in French is de, de. Okay, how do we say it? Well, it's a little tricky. Your lips are slightly round, but not too close, unlike when you say letter O. Okay? So they're round, but not too close. De, de. Remember, it's not do, not do. Do is when your lips are round, as if you are saying the letter O. Do. No. It's de, de. Listen carefully one more time. De. 3 in French is trois. Just like zéro, the R is also coming from the throat, okay? And O and I in French makes the sound wa. Remember, O and I. O and I, I'm saying it in English letters, but in French it's O and E. Whenever O and E comes in French, in any word, they make the sound wa. And S is not pronounced. So it is trois, trois. 4 in French is quatre, quatre. So it's short and you drop the E at the end, okay? You drop the E at the end and say quatre, quatre. 5 in French is cinq, cinq. Note one thing that I and N in French are called nasal vowels and the sound is formed as un, cinq, okay? 6 in French is six, six. X is not pronounced and it is pronounced as S, okay? Six. Number 7 is sept, sept. So notice there is no sound of P and T is not emphasized. You won't say set. It's not emphasized, okay? Set. So number 8 in French is the drum rolls. Wheat. Wheat. Okay. Notice that H is silent and you say it as wheat. Okay. 9 in French is neuf. Neuf. If you see here, this E and U, we also notice them here in D. D. Okay? N, D. Neuf. Neuf. So you make your lips round, okay, slightly round, but not too close as if you say letter O. E, neuf. 10 in French is dix. Dix, just like six, okay? You don't pronounce the X and you just say it as dix. So now is the time to repeat the numbers after me so that you can memorize the numbers right away. On y va. Here we go. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I suggest that you pause the screen, maybe take a screenshot and practice these numbers. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, up to you. As many times as you feel comfortable, as you feel that you have memorized them very well and you have become fluent. Okay? Now that you have memorized the French numbers from 0 to 10, let's practice a little bit more. I'm going to write the numbers on the screen and you are going to say them loud. Okay? On y va. Here we go. What number is this? Very good. The. What number is this? Yes. Six. Very good. What number is this? Right. Trois. Trois. And this one? Cinq. Cinq. Yes. What number is this? Very good. Neuf. Neuf. And this one? What number is this? Dix. Dix. Number? Zéro. Zéro. Very well done. Très bien. Is there any number left? Yes. What number is this? Quatre. Quatre. And this one? Huit. Huit. Number one is un. Un. This one? Sept. Sept. Okay, very good. Très bien. Let's move on now. Let's have a look at number 11 to 20 now. Okay? So, onze, douze, treize, quatorze, quinze, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now let me explain to you the pronunciation so you can memorize it better. 11 is onze, onze. Here, this is also nasal, okay? Onze. 12 in French is douze, douze, okay? And you are keeping your lips round, slightly round to make that sound of oo, not o, oo, douze. 13 in French is treize, treize, or just like the previous examples that we have done, this is coming from throat, treize. Number 14 in French is quatorze, quatorze. If you remember, number 4 is quatre, Q, U. I'm saying the English letters, okay? A, T, R, E. Quatre, quatorze, quatorze. You see the bit of difference here? 15 in French is quinze, quinze. So here, IN, they're also nasal, and you say it as quinze. 16 is seize, seize. Okay, no, we don't say it as says, it's says. 17 is 17, 17. Okay, if you notice, this is 10 and set is 7. So basically, 10 and 7 is 17 in French. 17. 18 in French is 18, 18. Just like 17, this is also 10 and 8, which is equals to 18, which is 18. 19 in French is 19, 19. Just like 17 and 18, 19 is also 10 and 9, which is 19, which makes 19. One important thing to remember here between the pronunciations of 17, 18, and 19, well, with 17, this is pronounced as S, 17. With 18, this is pronounced as these with. There is a Z sound. The set has an S sound. These with has a Z sound. And these nerve is all, it also has a Z sound. Okay. So remember, the set, these with, these nerve. 20 in French is vent, vent. Because we have IN here, okay, and it gives a nasal sound, vent, okay, and G and T are not pronounced. Imagine the English word van without saying the final N, okay, vent. It's time to repeat the numbers. You can repeat after me, okay, and listen carefully. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You can practice now and memorize the numbers from 11 to 20. Once we are done with that, we'll move on to the next slide and we'll practice some numbers where I'm going to write the numbers on the screen and you are going to tell me what number is that in French. Okay, so what number is this? This is 12. Très bien. Yes. Right. 14. And this one? Yes, this is 17. And this one? Very good. 19. 20. Okay, I'm gonna trick you a little bit. What number is this now? If you got it right, very well done. 5. 5. Okay, and then we can have this one. What number is this? 13. 13. And this one? 16. 16. Before we can start some mental math exercises to memorize these numbers better, here is the numbers from 0 to 20 in French. Try to read them loud, pause the screen, and repeat as many times as you feel that you have memorized them perfectly. Alright, so this exercise will help you think the numbers in French. We are going to practice the numbers with the basic mathematical operations of plus, minus, multiplication, and division. In French, they are called plus, moins, fois, divisé par. Okay. I'm going to highlight the numbers on the screen and you have to give me the answers in French, okay, of those questions. Okay, let's go. For example, 5 plus 8 égale 13. Okay, let's do this one. 2 plus 7 égale, give me the response. Très bien. 9. Ok. 11 moins 8 égale. Yes. Very good. 3 fois 3 égale. Okay, you're getting there. Very good. Ok. 10 divisé par 5 égale. Very good. You see how you're taking a pause, giving the answer in English in your mind, and then translating it in French? Well, that's the hurdle that we need to cross. With exercises like these, they help you think quickly in French and respond right away. I suggest you pause the screen or maybe take a screenshot and respond to all these questions. And I can say that by the end of these exercises, you will be more fluent in numbers from 0 to 20 in French. If you have liked this video, please do not forget to share and subscribe. Follow for more. I will see you soon in the next class. À bientôt!